Joan had always been a romantic at heart. Ever since she was a young girl, she dreamed of finding true love and starting a family. But as the years went by, those dreams seemed to slip further and further away. At the age of 40, Joan was still single, much to the dismay of her traditional family, who believed that she was too old to ever find a suitable husband. Despite her family's doubts, Joan never gave up hope. She believed that love could come at any age, and she was determined to find it. She threw herself into her work as a successful businesswoman, hoping that one day she would meet someone who would sweep her off her feet. It was on a rainy Tuesday afternoon that Joan's life took an unexpected turn. She had been running late for a meeting and was rushing down the busy streets of the city when she accidentally bumped into a man who was also in a hurry. As she looked up to apologize, she found herself staring into the most mesmerizing blue eyes she had ever seen. The man, whose name was Michael, apologized as well and offered to buy her a cup of coffee to make up for the collision. Joan was hesitant at first, but something about Michael's easy smile and gentle manner put her at ease. They talked for hours, oblivious to the rain that was pouring down outside. From that day on, Joan and Michael were inseparable. They spent every moment they could together, discovering that they shared a love for art, music, and travel. Michael was a free spirit, a musician who had traveled the world with his band, while Joan was more grounded, with a successful career and a love for stability. Despite their differences, they complemented each other perfectly. Joan's family was shocked when they announced their engagement, but Joan knew in her heart that Michael was the one she had been waiting for all her life. They were married in a small, intimate ceremony, surrounded by their closest friends and family. As Joan settled into married life with Michael, she couldn't have been happier. They traveled the world together, experiencing new cultures and making memories that would last a lifetime. But there was one thing missing from their lives: a child of their own. After years of trying to conceive naturally, Joan and Michael turned to adoption. They were overjoyed when they were matched with a beautiful baby girl from Ethiopia. They named her Isabella, and she brought a new kind of joy and love into their lives. But just when they thought their family was complete, Joan found out she was pregnant with their second child. It was a miracle, a surprise that they had never expected. 9 months later, they welcomed a baby boy named Noah into their family, completing the circle of love that had started with Joan and Michael. As Joan looked at her two children playing in the backyard, she felt a sense of peace and contentment that she had never known before. She had found love later in life, against all odds, and it was more beautiful and fulfilling than she could have ever imagined. With Michael by her side, Joan knew that they could conquer anything that came their way. They had found their happily ever after, and nothing could ever break the bond of love that held their family together.